Yo guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another Clash Clans video. Yes, I am back. I'm going to come up with a schedule. In the next couple days, I will be posting it in my community tab. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do not forget to click that subscribe button. And share my channel with any of your friends, as many as you can. As the title of this video suggests, today I'm going to be showing you guys what is, in my opinion, the best attack strategy for Town Hall 16. And this is the same attack strategy that got me all the way up to almost 5,800 trophies just a couple of short months ago. Now, I have not pushed Legends since. I don't know if I could get higher, being more familiar with the attack, but, this is just an attack that worked really well for me personally, and I'm here to show you guys how to use it. So, to start out, we'll go with the actual army itself. It uses the Barbarian King, paired with the Phoenix, the Giant Gauntlet, and the Vamp Stash. I really like the Vamp Stash because it keeps him alive for pretty much the whole attack. Whenever he gets low, if the defense has stopped shooting him for a couple of seconds, he hits a wall, he hits a collector, anything like that as storage, he's going to start building his HP back up again, and normally he's alive throughout the entire battle. As well as the Giant Gauntlet, it's nice to pop when the Phoenix goes off because you're going to get max value for it. As well as the King. And hold up, is this us or is this them? Oh, it's them. I don't really care. Anyway, in terms of the Archer Queen, we have the Unicorn, which is a great supporting hero. I know a lot of people don't like the Unicorn, but I think it's the best support hero that you could have, outside of maybe the Spirit Fox, if you consider that like a support rather than like a main focal point of the attack. And the Giant Arrow plus the Healer Puppets, it seems a little bit like, too much healing here, but I promise you it works, and it is phenomenal when you get it down. For the Warden, I rock the Poison Lizard and the two tomes. The Poison Lizard is mainly for dealing with Clan Castle troops, as well as like defending heroes. There's not really another great hero for the Warden, and bringing the Poison Lizard keeps me from needing a poison spell. So yes, a poison spell would still help, but it would take away from one of the 3 skeleton spells, which are very important in the attack. In terms of the Royal Champion, of course, rocking the Spirit Fox, which is the best pet period in the game, and then the RC Boost, which are the best equipment in the game, and the Hog Puppets. Now, a lot of people don't really mess with the Hog Puppets just because they got nerfed pretty hard. For those of you who don't know, the Hog Puppets, when they came out, gave you max level hogs for Town Hall 16. Now it is max level hogs for Town Hall 14, which is a little bit annoying, but still works really, really well. And even if you don't think they do any damage, they still tank a crazy amount of damage. And you give them a heal or rage, or they get caught in the Warden ability, they're gonna go crazy. Now, in terms of the actual army, you're gonna get some Root Riders, some Ice Golems, and some Valkyries, 2 Overgrowth spells to overgrowth the center compartment, to save that for the very end. You're going to get a heal spell, a poison spell, and 3 skeleton spells. And in your clan castle, these sieges were just donated to me because I always just use my max siege barracks anyway, but you're always going to use a siege barrack. And then I like the super hogs the best. Hog Riders also work just fine. I've seen people use Root Riders, like extra Root Riders with this attack. I've seen people use the Super Yeti. Whatever you want to use here, I just personally find super hogs work the best, and then just have 2 goblins in here because why not? And then I will show you guys how this attack works. We'll just be attacking the first base that we see, and this is a Town Hall 16 base. So this is almost a maxed out 16, and the first thing I identify is the fact that there are no Invis Towers to knock out with the Giant Arrow. So I'm just going to look for as much value as I can, and this center here looks really good with value. And both sides are symmetrical, so it doesn't really matter what side the RC charge comes in from. So I'm going to have the RC come in from over here, and then we'll drop a skeleton spell just to help kind of distract. And then we'll go Ice Golem plus the Archer Queen right here. And then we'll go 2 Ice Golems, we'll drop the Root Riders right here, and then we'll drop this. And you want to just kind of keep an eye on the Royal Champion as you're coming through, just to make sure that it, stays as healthy as it can. We'll freeze over here. And then we'll pop it. We probably don't need to pop just yet, but we'll drop Overgrowth spell here. You want to get, a decent amount of value with it if you can. We'll drop the heal spell over here, pop Warden ability now. King went off a little earlier than I wanted to, but it's fine. Still works, you know, just great, even without him. And then you want to keep an eye here, because this is about to go down, like, now-ish? Because, like, whenever the roots start shaking, that's when you know it's about to end, but... Yep, here we go. Get that going. One more rage to help get everything through. Drop a rage up here. It does suck a little bit that the king went down, but we have plenty of troops here. So, like, even when the king goes down, which in this attack is basically worst case scenario, like, worst case scenario, your king goes down that early, we're still totally fine. Like, totally fine here. Right, so everything's going to go down here. Like, Town Hall is going to go down. We still have a full health queen. Champion basically still at full health. Although it is going to go down to the monolith here. But, you know, your heroes are at full health. You're just going to crush the base. You know, super easy. And like I was just kind of briefly went over the war. We still have a bunch of people that haven't attacked yet. I'm not crazy worried about it. But my attack here went really well. So almost a time fail. I think I had like 2 or 3 seconds left by the end of this, but you know, you'll see here against the Town Hall 17 base, pretty much the same strategy you guys just watched here. Popped Warden ability maybe a little bit earlier than I should have, and then I allowed these troops to go down over here. They split a little bit too much, but even still, you know, the troops went absolutely insane on this. And just watch the queen here go from almost no health, getting killed up by those healers, to being full health. Then they go to the warden. Queen and warden both going to be basically full health here before going into the town hall. And we had 30 seconds to spare here before taking out the last 3 buildings. And I know that this was a close time fail, but even that was still a pretty solid attack. And like I said, I've been crushing with this attack strategy for multiple seasons now. So there's that as well. And let's do one more. Let's see what we can do. We'll just attack the first base that we find, unless it's absolute garbage. Like this is absolute garbage. Seeing me 3-star that won't matter to you guys at all. A Town Hall 15 again, not going to matter at all if I crush that base. Another 15 again, does not matter if I 3-star it. Another 15, which sucks, but hopefully this one will be good. And this is a 17. Okay, this is a pretty good 17. I know this bomb still needs to be rearmed down here, but this is a pretty solid base, right? And an insane amount of loot, by the way, as well. So I see where I'm going to attack from. We're going to go... let's just go like here, here, here. And then we'll go up here, and as you guys can see up there, it pops the abilities. And again, attacking on PC is not the easiest thing in the world to do, but we'll make it work. Yeah, probably should have dropped a freeze there, but it's fine. We'll do this. And then the moment that that Town Hall starts shooting, actually no, we'll do it now. We'll go now, we'll drop a heal over here. And we'll drop a rage. And like I said, this was not a great start to the attack. We'll drop Warden ability now just to keep everything kind of full health and moving through the base here. Drop another Scout spell over here. Drop another rage over here for the Super Hogs. And then when this overgrowth goes down, we'll pop another one. And this base gets absolutely crushed. So, a good amount of loot for us. Base gets crushed. I would say this is another really good showing of just how powerful this attack is. I know, again, this wasn't like a maxed out 17, but this, I'm telling you, this attack strategy works against any base that you find. So as we get to the center here, you'll see why it's so important that, I guess you won't see why it's so important, but I was going to say it's so important because if the king was right here, you just pop Giant Gauntlet and it basically crushes all of this instantly. Like you'll see right here, it's going to come through and it's just going to shred all of these buildings. I know, again, we have a lot of troops here, but And then even if the king somehow died right here, the Phoenix ability is what propels it to take out the rest of the base. So, another good 3-star, great loot there. And I think I've proven to you guys just how strong this attack strategy can be. Another attack that's just not on us. But my clan's going to get through these last attacks. We're going to do great. I have a lot of faith in us. But anyway, that is it for the video today. Sorry if it seems like I was rambling a little bit. Trying to get back into YouTube. And like I said earlier, going to come out with a new schedule for posting. Going to post it on my community tabs. So if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe and check my community tabs for the posting schedule when that comes out. And if you made it this far into the video, I want you to comment if you've ever tried this attack strategy, or let me know if there's a better attack strategy that you want to see me use next. Anyway, that's all I've got time for today. Until I see you guys next time, peace out.